Hey you, welcome to Shades of Content, a show that teaches entrepreneurs how to effectively use content to market their business and stay content while doing it. I'm your host, Patrice, a wife, a mom of 3, and a 15-year public relations and marketing professional who decided to open a brick and mortar content studio 4 years ago. And I honestly haven't looked back since. Join me as I share my experiences and the experiences of other entrepreneurs who, like me, are navigating this maze of owning a business, running a family, and trying to stay sane and healthy while doing it. I'll tell you, it's an amazingly challenging journey, but I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. See you soon. Hey guys, this is Patrice from Shades of Content, and I am coming at you live from Black and Bloomin. This is Creative Saints, not annual, but regular, I guess. Actually, it is annual. It's going to be their annual Juneteenth celebration. We are right here in Prince George's County, Hyattsville, Maryland, to be specific. And it's amazing because my business, Kim Space, is actually right around the corner. Like I said, we're here at Creative Saints. It is owned by a Black woman. It is owned by my sorority sister. It is owned by someone who is so committed to community and to helping other Black businesses and businesses in general succeed. So we are here. We have a ton of vendors. We have artists. We have musicians. We have food trucks. We have games. Literally anything and everything, we have it here. It's a vibe. And I'm so excited to talk to all the small business owners that are here vending today. Many of them are mothers. Many of them are mompreneurs. Some of them who have their daughters here and their children here with them, which is so beautiful. So stay tuned. Check out all the interviews. It's going to be an amazing time. Great conversation. If you want to learn more about Creative Saints, you can visit creativesaintsloft.com. Check out their social media. And of course, stay connected with me, Patrice Camo, and Shades of Content. Here we go. All right, y'all. We are here with the woman, one of the women of the hour, my girl Meshia. We're business owner, friends. We're sorors. We done some things together. So please tell us, share a little bit more about who you are, about where we are, and about what's happening right now while we're here.
Okay, well, my name again is Meshia Red Easley. I am the owner of Creative Saints Loft. Today we are celebrating the big Juneteenth / my 5-year anniversary for the Loft. I am right behind Patrice. Listen, we're in this together. We're in this Hyattsville thing together. So, yeah, so I just wanted to, for it to not just be about me, right? I got to this point because of this community. It's us. So a lot of these people have supported me where I screen print for them. A lot of them have rented this space. A lot of these relationships form from people coming into this space and renting the space. And I say, you know what? What better way to celebrate than to bring back the people who got me to where I am right now?
Let me tell you something. One thing a soror adults are going to do is bring community, is show love, is create spaces for everybody to win. That's right. Like, I mean, you know this. I'm so proud of you. And is this going to be, so this is the second Black and Bloomin'. Will there be more?
Yes, there will be more on a smaller scale,
okay.
But I will continue to push and to one day hopefully make this an annual thing, a Juneteenth thing. So I don't want to do, every 3 to 5 years. I want to do it every year. So we're gonna see.
It's just beautiful to be here. The energy is great. Tell us or tell our viewers and listeners how they can rent the space, how they can connect with you and support.
Of course, you're gonna go to creativesaintsloft.com. You can schedule a tour at any time during the week to come and see the space. We're also Creative Saints Loft on Instagram as well as Facebook.
And let me tell y'all, and I'm not just saying this because I love Meshia, but we had my son's 16th birthday here, and it was lit. So if you need a bomb venue.
Yes. We're right here in Hyattsville. Good location. Yeah.
Congratulations, Meshia. Of course. Wouldn't have missed it. All right.
Yeah, so our business is called Self-Imagine. So we aim to empower Black and Hispanic communities through our products that we design that empowers and motivates our community. So we are a stationary motivational lifestyle brand that sells vision board kits, and our purpose is to design and curate motivational products that inspire our community.
I love that. Motivation, and I think it's so important when you have things that you can see every single day that remind you of the things that we tend to forget. How did this business come about?
Yeah. So I've always used vision boards, and most of the vision boards that I've used, I've always had to go to magazines and cut and paste and then put on the vision board. So with our vision board, it's interchangeable, and you can use it for many years as you want. And it also comes with interchangeable cards where you can flip it front and back and slide the card in and out, opposed to like cutting and pasting like images from magazines. So I really wanted the cards to represent our community, like show reflection of our people and how we should just be like motivated throughout the day in our daily routines. And with the kit, it also comes with an app. So you have the cards that you can slide in and out of the vision board, but it also comes with an app where you can upload your cards onto the app and receive reminders from your cards.
It's like Vision Board 5.0, taking it, definitely taking it to the next level. And I think as the world changes, we got to have products that change with the world. This is so cool. Please tell our viewers and our listeners how they can find you if they want to order.
Yes, you can find us on www.selfimagine.com, and you can also find us on social media at Shop Selfimagine.
Amazing. So nice talking to you. Thank you.
My business name is A Day. It stands for a Dope A Introvert. I pretty much make earrings out of clay and beads. Everything is pretty much handmade, and it pretty much promotes creativity, originality, and just being your authentic self.
I love that. And so you mentioned, the name, A Dope Ass Introvert. And then when I talked to you a little earlier, you said you were a little nervous. So shout out to you for stepping out of your comfort zone. When you thought about this business, and even you being here today, what are some of the things that you've had to overcome to feel comfortable in these spaces, where you're stepping outside of what you're normally doing? Kind of, what has that process been like for you?
To be honest, it's kind of like I have to push myself. So this is what my brand is pretty much about, is me also too pushing myself to the limits to come out of my comfort zone. Even though I may not want to, but it pushes me to do so. So yeah, it's been really, really good. So.
I love it. I'm so happy that you're doing that, because I think, and we all know this, right? The success and the power is outside of your comfort zone. So just shout out to you, India. Shout out to A Day. How can our viewers and our listeners find out more about you and buy some products?
So I am on Instagram. My Instagram tag is A_dope_AXX_introvert. Okay.
I love it. And people can they order online? Do they order via Instagram? How can they get this?
So pretty much you can DM me and just send me a message, and we can go from there. And I also do custom. So if anything in particular, if you want like a colorway that you are looking for, you can definitely let me know, and we can make that happen.
I love it, you guys. Her info is on the screen and in the show notes if you're listening. Thank you, India.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Nina from TT's Butter Co. We are a natural plant-based body products business. We sell everything from body butter to hair oil to candles, room sprays, anything, you name it.
Wow, and so you were telling me, Nina, that this is your mom's business.
Yes.
Amazing. So you're here representing for her, which is so beautiful.
Currently over at the Spice Suite doing another pop-up, so she'll be here shortly, but I'm here in the meantime.
Shout out to the Spice Suite. Hey, Angel Girl. So I have a question for you, right? So our show, Shades of Content, teaches Black millennial mompreneurs how to use content to market their business, but also how to stay content. So with that, I want to know, what is like the main lesson you learned from watching your mom build this business?
Hustle. You gotta have that grit. You gotta have the love for what you do. My mom is really big on natural products, and she's always been like that. I remember when I was younger, the doctors tried to tell me that I had eczema, and my mom was like, oh, no, you do not. And so she made up this butter, and it literally cured everything. So from then on out, she just kept making the products.
I love it. And look at where she is now. Look at where y'all are now. This is so beautiful to see. Yeah, shout out to you, right, for keeping it going and representing. Like, I think when we think about legacy, money's important, but being able to have your child represent the business that was created after her caring for you is an amazing thing. Tell us how our viewers and our listeners can learn more about TT's, but also order.
Yes, so you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at TT's Butter Co. Everything is in the description, in the bio. We have a website. You can purchase everything there.
I love it. Thank you so much, Soror.
Have a good one.
You too.
I'm a visual storyteller, so I paint, draw. Today I'm selling journals. So the journals, all the journals have my artwork on them, and it's just depicting like Black excellence. But my work really just tells our story, tells the best parts of it, the worst parts of it. And I just try to keep people engaged, with how I see the world, like through my eyes.
Absolutely. Now, is this your daughter?
Yes.
Okay, so our show, I love it. So Shades of Content teaches Black millennial mompreneurs how to use content to market their business, but also how to stay content. So in your journey of being an artist, owning a business, right? Because it's not just being an artist, right? This is a business. What has owning the business taught you about motherhood?
About motherhood? That's interesting.
Or what has motherhood taught you about owning a business?
I think owning a business, I think the first question is probably more relevant. One, I make sure I try to be very transparent with my kids so they can see the actual intricacies and what I'm doing, so that they can start to develop an entrepreneurship mindset. So when I vend and do things like this, I always bring my daughter with me. I have a son too. Okay. They're twins. So I bring them one at a time.
Right.
So I try to model for them what it means to own your own business, what it means to kind of go out, vend, and do things of that nature. But it's also taught me that entrepreneurship is kind of tricky because there's no scheduled paycheck. When you're a mom, that scheduled paycheck is a sense of security. So I'm leaning into the discomfort and getting comfortable with spikes and lows and ebbs and flows. But being a mom, if I was on my own, I wouldn't care. I could just sleep in my car. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but now that I'm a mom, I'm I have to hustle for real because I have 2 kids to take care of. So this entrepreneurship thing has to be a steady grind for me.
It's a steady grind, and I do believe that even if we don't see, even if our kids can't tell us what they liked about coming to the event, or we're not really sure how it impacts them in the moment, I absolutely believe they remember it and they take it with them forever and ever and ever and ever. If people want to purchase a book, get a commissioned piece of work, how do they get in touch with you?
They can follow me on Instagram at @RachelRebecca, or they can go to our website, which is also RachelRebecca.com.
I love it. Wishing you all the best. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so I went to Aldo, and of course, Aldo's a little expensive. So I saw some earrings that I really wanted, and I was I'm not about to pay all that for them. And I was I can really just make my own earrings. And I started off with perler beads, and then I discovered clay on YouTube, and I was this is easy, it's versatile, I can do anything I want with it. I can mold it and shape it in the way that I want it to look like, and I also wanted it to be affordable as well. So Official Royal Watch is because you're officially watching me, Princess, grow as a polymer clay artist.
Very cool. Had you made earrings or done this medium before you went to Aldo and said, I can do this?
No, I never made jewelry at all. I'm a dancer, so I was but I love art, so it kind of just meshed well together.
Absolutely, and I do believe those who are creative like me, our creativity might be channeled in one way, but usually we can take it and use it in something else. So that's just how our souls work. Tell our viewers and listeners how they can find out more about Official Royal Watch, or how they can get some, because these pieces are beautiful, very beautiful.
Thank you. Well, you can go to my website. That's www.officialroyalwatch.com. You can also get me on Instagram at Official Royal Watch. And that's basically the easiest way to contact me.
There we go. Shout out to social media, yo. It is changing the world for the better. I wish you all the best. I hope you sell out. I hope you make all the money.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Absolutely. So the name of my business is Relish Market. We actually have a storefront. We're a couple miles away on Rhode Island Avenue, located inside a mixed food hall. Also, we're online, so we ship everything except for our CBD products. So right now we have some loose leaf teas. A lot of them are like health and wellness herbal teas with varying benefits. And then we also have our line Relish Hemp of CBD products.
Very cool. How did you start this business? Kind of what was the impetus to you creating Relish Market?
Oh, wow. So when I first started working for myself, I was an urban farmer. My specialty was growing peppers, and I made hot sauces and pepper flakes and other condiments like that. And I sold those at farmers markets and different events around the DMV. When I had the opportunity to open a storefront, I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I knew I had my products, and I did spices and spice blends and things like that. A couple of weeks before I was about to open, I was told that I could do like smoothies and juicing. So I had to hurry up, get that program up and going. And the health and wellness aspect of it just blossomed from there. Customers started coming in, they were asked for things, and then I would add that, and I had an opportunity to kind of expand the store to make it a little bigger. So we've kind of morphed into this health and wellness store, and we love it. I do it with my daughter, and we've been there for almost 4 years now.
Amazing. You speaking to, so our show teaches Black millennial mompreneurs how to use content to market their business, but also how to stay content while doing it.
Right.
So hearing that you run the business with your daughter just is amazing. Talk a little bit about legacy. When you think about legacy and her and your business, like what is that word? What comes to mind when you hear that?
That's why I do it. Like growing up, I tried to teach my child how, the importance of entrepreneurship, the importance of you don't have to go out there and work on somebody else's schedule. You can be free to do it on your time, sell what you want. And once she saw how the feeling of making something and then someone buying it and telling you how much they love it, and then she just fell in love with it. So
okay, I have one more question for you. Actually, two more questions.
Okay.
I'm seeing that you are now in the CBD space.
Yes.
I want to talk about wellness, plant medicine, and I'm curious, how did you get into this? Was this something that your customers were requesting and you said, okay, this makes sense? Like how did this product line come to be?
So for my store, it's all about kind of a holistic approach. We always look for an herbal solution before we look for, the manufactured medicine type of solution. CBD just fits in with that because for pain management, stress, relaxation, if the CBD product doesn't work for them, we can move them over to herbs. They can do a combination of the two, but it's all about wellness because I believe, and I know it's been proven that CBD, it heals.
Absolutely, and I've said this on the show before. I am a more patient and a happier mom when I am doing my Delta 8, Delta 9s. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So it's just beautiful to also see our people in the space because for so long we were marginalized, but now the others are making all the money off of it. So It's really good to see this. How do our viewers and our listeners learn more about Relish Market?
Absolutely. So we have a website. All of our products are online. We're at relishmarket.com. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Relish Market. But we do have a storefront. We're at 3809 Rhode Island Avenue. It's a couple of miles away from here. We're inside of a food hall. It's called Mixed Food Hall.
Absolutely. I'm very familiar with Mix. Thank you so much. It was so good talking to you.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is Love Well Ministries. It's a wellness brand and ministry. So wellness is our ministry, but we have aromatherapy candles made with all pure essential oils. And so this is our way of crowdfunding to do our programming and our services for people of color to love themselves and others as well. So we're our mental, emotional, and spiritual based.
Very cool, very cool. So this is a means to do something bigger.
Yes.
How long have you been in the wellness space? How long has this been a passion of yours?
Yeah, so this has been a passion for 5 years, but I'm a licensed therapist as well as a licensed minister, and so I just combined the two. Yep.
Very good. Can you tell us about just some of the products? Like, I'm seeing different scents. Like, what are the different scents evoking in people?
Oh, yes. Okay, this is our fragrance list here. So we do floral, woodsy, all for aromatherapy. So all of them have a different essential oil that promotes some type of aromatherapy for you. So this is my favorite one right here, Ashe. It's a citrusy, fruity scent. So it has sandalwood as well as, oh Lord, I'm forgetting, eucalyptus, which is an awesome one for relaxation. So that also helps. So let you smell it. Let me know what you think. Yes, so that's like a warm mint citrusy smell. So yeah, and then we also have QR codes on all of our labels that will lead you to a guided meditation or prayer from yours truly. So yeah, and then we also have travel size candles as well that you can use when you travel. It's CSA approved, so you can't take it on the plane, 4 ounces. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, those are our products.
That's so smart. I love, obviously I'm all about wellness, but when we talk about like things that are functional, so having travel size that you can take with you when you're traveling, by having the guided meditation code on the back, like that's just really, really smart. And so how can our viewers and our listeners find out more about the business and buy some stuff?
Yeah, sure. So you can follow me at LoveWellMen. That's MIN on Instagram, and it's LoveWellMen, same thing, MIN.com. That's my website.
Amazing, Lauren. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm Lee.
And I'm Dre, and we're Honest Tees.
Tees, spread nothing but love.
Yep.
Nothing but love with the DC logo, and I'm a Prince George's County girl. However, it's all love.
You gotta love Maryland. You gotta love it.
Sure do.
I love it. Tell me how you all came up with this business, and even just the brand, because like I said, I've seen this all over the place, so I want to know kind of where it started.
So it started on Howard's campus, right?
Go ahead.
And so we used to do music together called School of Beats. And then we used to dance into fashion. We used to make T-shirts when we was at Howard's campus. And so we're like, okay, Honest Tees, because honestly, the onus is on us. So all of the brands and the themes have things that we represent. So it's honest propaganda.
Love that. I love that. What is it like? So my business, I do everything myself. And I don't say that as a brag because partnership is so important.
Yep.
So can you speak a little bit about how you all partner together in present tense, and just kind of what that experience is like working together on this?
Oh man, with the brother?
Here's the thing though. So the reason why you said you've seen it all around the city is because of him. So he's the brand ambassador. He's the face of the company. This is my homeboy. I know him since, 99. So we've been together. So we work well off each other. And so it's just that he covers things, make it more visible. I cover things on the back end, and we make it work. We come out together, show the brand off. So yeah.
All started with a dream at Howard campus.
I love that. That's so smart. And I think also it speaks to the fact that you don't have to be the face of your brand. Sometimes we feel like we got to be in front of the camera all the time. If you have somebody that is capable and has the reach, bring them along, right, to be the face so you can focus on the back end and they can be forward facing.
We are Honest Tees, but if you have a shirt, you're also Honest Tees. It's not just us. It's everybody.
I love that. How can our viewers and listeners find out more about Honest Tees and cop some of the gear?
Honest Tees. Oh, how we spell it? O-N?
O-N-U-S-T-E-E-S.
Yep. And also
Honest Tees. The onus is on us.
Yep.
I love it. Thank y'all so much.
All platforms.
Let them know. Let them know.
Black Planet? No.
Oh, yeah, we got Black Panther.
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah.
Y'all telling y'all age right now. You know that, right?
The great one showing it. See, we ain't bashful about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm why.
I love it. Thank y'all so much.
Well, I have my daughter Sky here with me today. She's my middle daughter. She's 15, and she's co-owner of When in Rome, which is what we are here to represent today.
I love that. Share a little bit about When in Rome, because I know that you're an artist. Like, you have so many different things that you do. So speak to what When in Rome is.
So When in Rome is ROAM, a collection that moves, because we're going to have a 14-foot box truck. So it's part of a moving concept, as well as the fact that we curate from artists around the world. So every product kind of has a story, it comes from somewhere different, or is handmade. And it's also infused with some products that we design ourselves. So you'll see like the playing cards that we designed ourselves, part of a poker set that's going to be dropping later this year, some shared journals for parents and their children, and the tarot deck. That's like my flagship product.
Yes, I think I remember when you were creating that. I think. Yes. And I love that you're curating, right? So you're pulling pieces from the community, right? And being the marketplace, which is so cool. Tell me a little more about, so you're the co-founder. Yes. So what has it been like starting this business with your mom?
It's been fun, like learning new things about like everything that we pulled and stuff like that. You know. Yeah.
Who makes the final decision? Like, let's say you guys have to decide on something, and one person wants one thing, the other person wants the other. How do y'all come to the decision on what it will be?
I don't want to control them, and I want them to express themselves artistically. So if they find something that I'm like, what is that? Like those little Gen Z looking socks over there. I was like, what is that? But they sell, and you know, I want them to express themselves. So I don't veto anything that they want, unless it's out of budget. Then I'm like, no.
There you go. So Shades of Content teaches Black millennial moms content marketing tips, but also ways to stay content, right? So as a mom of, how many kids do you have?
Many children. No, I'm just kidding. I have 4 and I have 2 stepchildren, so total 6.
Yeah, that's many. Okay. How do you stay, I'm gonna ask you all both the same question. As a mom, how do you stay content? How do you stay in that place of peaceful satisfaction? And then you, as a teenager, right, in this world, how do you stay content and keep peaceful, especially when things are crazy? So I'm gonna let Mom go first.
I feel like over the last 2 years, it's been more of a transitional period for me in terms of not taking on more than I can chew. So balancing my workload, and not that balance is a thing. In the life of an artist, there's no such thing. Right. So just knowing how to ride the waves of like busy season and slow season, and making sure you take time to live intentionally every day, that's all I can really do. You know, I think that's all most of us can do.
Agreed.
I mostly try to focus on myself and not think about things that make me stressful. So whenever things are overwhelming or stressing me out, I just try to think positive thoughts and focus on myself more.
That's it. Like the mind is the mind is everything, right? It's about what we think. It's about what's in here, and we can trick our mind into what we want, good or bad, right? So we got to be really intentional. It's been so great talking to you all. So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. How can our viewers and our listeners get connected with you guys in When in Rome?
You can find us on Instagram at shop.wheninrome. You can follow the sugartaylor.co page because I always link back to that as well. And we are online at shopwheninrome.com.
Beautiful. Wish y'all nothing but the best. And I hope you sell out of everything today. All right. There we go. Bye. And that is a wrap. We had such an amazing time here at Black and Bloomin'. I don't think I've ever been to something like this before. I definitely have never been to a Juneteenth celebration like this before. And it just felt great to connect with all of the different entrepreneurs, to just feel the vibes, the good food, the music, everything was great. I hope that you learned something from one of the interviews. The bottom line is, if you have a business, you can start it. You can sell products. You can find small events like this, large events. You can do whatever it is that you want. Just start. Make some connections. Reach out to people in your community so they can help you grow your business. And then once you grow, make sure that you are paying it forward to help somebody else do the same. It's been amazing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little different from what I normally do, but here we go. Cheers to stepping out and doing new things. Shout out to Mark for coming through, doing the video. Shout out to Meshia and Tamara from Creative Saints. Shout out to every single person that is here. I'll see y'all next week. Check in with us at Shades of Content at Patrice Camo. It's been a pleasure. Happy, content mompreneurship. Bye. All right, now, y'all, don't forget to connect with Shades of Content on Instagram at Shades of Content, and with me, Patrice Camo, at Patrice Camo. And also be sure to rate this show, leave a review, and subscribe, because that's actually the only way that we're going to grow. I'll see you next week.